Students, this is Mr. Price, and as you know, my body has gone through a transformation. Yes, I am invisible. That night I inhaled the Z4 virus, which turned my body slowly invisible. The chemical reaction that was occurring from the Einsteinium, the copper penny, the oxygen in the air, and whatever else changed my state of matter. But as a law of conservation in the United States, I'm still very much alive, just something new. Anyways, that night, I was pretty freaked out in the bathroom as I watched my skin change before my eyes. So, I tried to find somebody for help. I saw Mr. Wood in the lab, continuing his experiment, and I tried to get his attention. But, as you know, he fled, watching me, or thinking that I was coming after him. After he fled the school, I went out the back door and tried to figure out what to do. I couldn't go home and I couldn't go to the police being invisible and all, so I decided just to wait. I waited outside, just thinking about what to do next. Hours later, I heard the sound of a police car approach the school, and Mr. Wood and Officer Hobbs searching the school for me. I was relieved, thinking I could get some help, until I heard the sound of gunfire. So I turned and ran into the wooded area, waiting to see what would happen next. The officer came out of the school with his gun drawn and his flashlight on, and I figured I'd better not approach him. Being invisible might freak him out, and he might shoot me. So I waited. The two of them left, and then I decided to go to Mr. Wood's house to find him, to ask him what happened, to figure out how I can be healed from this virus. So I ran to his home, but when I got there, nobody was there. I broke into the back, in the back of the house through an open window and began searching his home. I opened all the cabinets, I searched old papers, pulled all the dressers out, but I found no answers to my questions. So I waited on the couch. An hour later, he came back, I assumed from the police station. He set down his keys, and I waited on the couch thinking when I should say something. He sat down, turned on the TV to Netflix, and right before he pressed play for one of his shows, I said, "Hey, Mr. Wood, it's me." It was pretty funny watching him jump. He looked pretty pale and let out a loud scream. After he screamed, I said, "It's me, Mr. Price, it's Mr. Price. Don't freak out." And he stopped, looked at me, and asked, "How did you get in?" I told him about coming in through the back door, and we began to discuss what happened that night. I told him about what happened to me, what I did, and he told me what he did. We put the clues together and figured that it probably would be best to contact Dr. Bromine and ask him about this reaction and what to do next. So, as we went to dial Dr. Bromine, there was a knock at the door. We both froze. I figured maybe it was Officer Hobbs coming back to help. So Mr. Wood and I walked over to the door, opened it, and we were shocked to see